Welcome. Today we are talking about one thing that you really need to do before you do your next scope. Now, if I am sideways for you, you are going to have to turn your phone because you may have seen the new announcement that we are horizontal now. Yay! No more vertical. I'm not squeezed in this little box. So if I'm sideways for you, just turn your phone, and then after, no bedheads here, after the scope, you can go and download the updated version, and then you can also see horizontal. I'm glad you had a late lunch today. Okay, my name is Amanda Bentow. If you were on my scope this morning, you know that I'm still in my pajamas because that's how I roll, yo. And it is Smart September, and I have chosen Pure Joy, for those of you who are following the Smart September, is to make it easier to upload your videos to YouTube. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because, well, sort of. I mean, okay, move a bit to my left, which I think is my right. Do you need me to go this way? Because it's all backwards, right? Nope, dang. Okay, this way. If you are, hey Carrie, I'm so glad you're here. You are awesome. If you're off, center yourself to the left. Okay, this way? All right, I'm good now. It's a new setup. It means it's a new system. Everyone's got to adjust a little, right? And figure out their new system. Hey, guys, if you are not following Carrie, go ahead, and he just commented, so go ahead and follow Carrie because he's always got the latest and greatest info here on Periscope. And so make sure you're following him. Here's the deal. Okay, first we got to update on Smart September. If you are not following Smart September, it's Chalene Johnson's challenge for the month of September, and I highly encourage you to check it out. So I chose Pure Joy, and if you saw my scope the other day, I talked about how I'm not really sure if that's the area that I need to focus on the most, but I'm sticking with it because I know that I have some major workaholic tendencies, and so I need to keep it at the top of my radar. I need to keep it at the forefront. So let me tell you about some of my Pure Joy moments from the last 24 hours. Last night, I was able to spend some really awesome time with a really good friend, just investing in her and her investing in me, and it was really, really good. I need people and I need community, but I sometimes forget that. And so it was really good to spend that time with her. And then this morning, we did our devotional scope. If you were here at 6 a.m. Central Time, that's what we were doing. And then I got to do a Skype call with Niels, who's on right now. If you are not following Niels, he is another great one to follow because he's going to be scoping soon. But he's all about career branding and helping people find their fit and find their brand and really bring that out of them. So we got to dream a little bit about his business and talk about mine and whether or not there's partnership there, which is just fun. Like I just love, I love visioning and hearing about people's dreams. So that was cool. And then this afternoon, my kids were gone and I had some time and I got a phone call. I was in the middle of some work stuff, but I got a phone call from a friend who I adore, and I don't get to talk to him and his wife. I don't get to talk to them a whole lot, but he was asking me. He knows that I have been through the MBA program and my master's in business, and he said he's thinking about it and asked me what my opinion was about going back and getting his master's degree. And I said, well, it depends. It depends on what your goal is. But over the last couple of years, I have learned so much about online business and building your own brand, and it's a whole lot more than what I learned in MBA school. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that? Of course I am. It's my own scope. I don't know. I mean, I love my school. I got a great education from it, but that's not the path I ultimately decided to pursue. And I am sure you can say that, right? Like, and so I had a really hard time. At first, when he asked the question, I was like, oh man, I don't know what I'm going to say because it feels so wrong to discourage someone from going back to school. But then I proceeded for an hour and 4 minutes precisely to tell him about all of the possibilities that are available with online business and in being able to start your own business and build your own brand. And I know this couple, and I know the entrepreneurial spirit that they have, and I for the longest time have just dreamed of them being able to start a business and pursue their passion and use them in whatever way God wants to use them. You know, for them to be able to find that and to be able to put that on a pedestal and display and allow people to be attracted to that. So that was pure joy for me. I am so thankful that I had the opportunity today to be able to invest in him and to be able to share my vision, because it's a mutually beneficial thing. Like, I got at least as much out of it as he did. So we are going to jump into the content today, and I'm going to share with you. Thank you so much, Carrie. I'm going to share this thing that you really need to be doing before your next scope if you're not already doing this. And we're going to get to that in just a second, but I needed to update you about Pure Joy, because you are my accountability crew on this whole thing, and I need to. I feel like I sometimes am walking that line between being a workaholic, but also just finding pure joy in the work that I do. And so how do you? So I don't know. It's been a tricky balance for me, but I'm finding that I have a whole lot more pure joy in my life than what I was really even recognizing, because it hasn't been about adding more things into my schedule. It hasn't been about finding new ways to add pure joy. It's been about appreciating what I'm already doing, and that has been a huge aha for me. So let's get to it. Do you want to hear about what you should be doing before your next scope? Wanna? Would that be helpful? And this ties in a little bit with the conversation that I was having today. But what most people don't understand, about their business and about the things that they're doing online is that so much of this can be automated. Your process for bringing customers on into your business and into whatever it is that you're doing, in order to be able to add and magnetically attract people to you, you can automate that process. The very first thing that you need to do is to find a free gift, some piece of valuable information that you can be giving to the people who are following you. You'll give them that in exchange for their email address, and then that's how you send it to them. What you are doing on the back end of that is building an email list. And maybe some of you have heard about this before. Maybe some of you have studied this before. Maybe you even have an email list going right now. But for so many of us, we get so focused on what we're doing in social media and what our next post is going to be about. But it's backwards. It is backwards, that we first need to be building the email list. Okay? So let me just lay out this scenario for you and help you understand what the process can look like. And then we'll talk just a little bit about what that email list or list building process looks like. And we'll go with questions too. Thanks for the hearts, by the way. Wah, wah, wah. They're beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about, first of all, the reason that it's so important to be able to automate this stuff is so that you can spend more time with your customers, quality time with your customers, more time with your priorities, the biggest priorities in your life. The other side left. Oh yeah, the heart's over here. I think I've been doing that for a really long time, huh? Okay. Thank you for telling me that. Okay, now they're over here. This light is driving me crazy too. We have a lot of other things that we want to be able to do. Yes, that's a fantastic idea. Putting pictures and graphics over your shoulder. When you get into YouTube too, there's also like clickable buttons and things like that you can add, like in wherever it is. Over here, yeah. Okay, that part's still normal. Okay, so let's talk about this process and what it looks like. Because we want to be able to spend more time on our biggest priorities, more time with our customers, more time with our family, more time with our hobbies, more time loving the life that we live. And the freedom that an online business and passive income allows you to have is what makes those things possible, right? So here, I want you to envision this scenario, okay? You do let's see, which way should we start this from? Let's say someone finds you in social media. They find a post that you've created, they click and they follow a link, and they find your free offering, your free gift. And they decide, yeah, I really want that. I've been struggling with this, and that's the solution that I need. So heck yeah, I'm gonna enter my email address. They give you their email address, and then they download the free thing that you've put together. It could be a video, it could be a PDF guide, it could be a list of resources that you've found helpful and valuable, something that changed the way you think about things, a tool that changed life for you, whatever it is, right? They email ad, how-to guides, absolutely. You get their email address, they get a free gift from you. And you have started to build your relationship with that new person. And from there, you have their email address and you can reach them in their email box. That is that is the best way to reach people. Although Periscope is like, that's up there. But we need email addresses. We need to build an email list. We need to be building an email list. We need to be building an email list. Got it? Build an email list. And the way, and don't, right. We're not going to abuse their email address. We're going to send them only valuable information. That's a really good point. But it needs to be an assumption that we're doing business right. That we're providing valuable content when we email them. That email series, you can set up a series of automatic emails. So now the person who's given you their email list and downloaded your information now receives an automated email series that invites them into wherever it is that you generate your income, wherever it is that you make sales or add customers, whatever mechanism that is for you. So if you have something set up online, it can be really, really automatic and can happen in your sleep, literally. That's passive income. It could also be if you're working with people one-on-one and you want to set up an interview, or you want to be able to schedule a call to really talk with them about it, you can automate that whole series. So again, remember, they found you somewhere in social media, they downloaded your information, you've sent them a series of automated emails, and then they get to the point where they either purchase or they set up a call with you or whatever it is. What have you done in that process with that person? Nothing at this point. Nothing. You have not spent your precious time of your flesh and blood. You have done nothing with that person directly. And so that is where it completely frees up your time and allows you to focus on the things that give you the most value. But at the same time, you've put thought and energy into all of those emails that you've sent them and all the information that you've set up in advance. And you have added a lot of value to their lives because you've provided really great content for them. Okay, so it's a win-win situation. This is not like a just go off the street and start picking up email addresses and stuffing them in your pocket. That's not how this works. It's definitely a value exchange. You provide value, they provide their email address, and it's a win-win situation. Okay, maybe you don't have anything to sell. Maybe you don't have anything yet. It's okay. Start building your email list. The people who know you and like you and trust you, they are going to follow you wherever you go, and your life is going to hand you things. Your life is going to hand you problems, and you're going to get through them, and you're going to find solutions to those problems, and then you're going to share your answers. You're going to share with people what it is that you are doing and the solutions that you found, and that is how you add value. You can create your own programs. You can step into business models that are already out there, so you can start selling products today and earn an income off of that. The business itself, the thing that generates revenue for you, whether it's a product or a program or a service that you offer, does not matter as much. Obviously, it's got to be something that you believe in, something that works, not like a shady sales pitch about something. But it's got to be something of value that you know and love and trust, And then you have that to offer them, but it doesn't necessarily matter exactly what that is. What matters is your brand and your connection with the people who you are reaching. So you can brand yourself on a topic that's completely different from the product that you're actually selling. You just need to be able to show people how you are able to connect the dots. And when you're working with your audience, who then you're adding a lot of value for them, and you're bringing them along the same journey that you've just been on. Okay, so well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. So here's the deal. So let's give you another scenario on this. So let's say, so why does this matter for scopes? Why are we talking about doing this for scopes? I want people to see my email and know that there's something fun and good inside. Right. I mean, I think that's just, you're talking about adding value and training people to understand or to expect that when they open an email from you, it's going to be good, valuable content. It's not a sales pitch every time. It's not a spam thing. It's not useless information, but it's relevant to them. Okay, so let's talk about Periscopes and why it matters that you have an email list before you do your next scope. If I could, I think I might even say before you do your next social media post, because if you are out posting in social media and you're not driving people to an email list, then all you're doing is building a fan base, a following, which is okay. I mean, that's cool. That's helpful too. But that's not where your revenue, that's not going to be tied to your revenue. There are so many examples of people whose Facebook accounts have been closed, or people in network marketing or direct sales where the company has gone out of business, and if they don't have their email list as the distributor or the whatever, they have nothing. The company has all of those email addresses, has all those customers, and the distributor is left with nothing. We saw that happen last year with a company. So it's really important. How do you get an email collector on your site? Okay, there are lots of different providers that do that. I use Aweber. You can go to amandabentow.com/Aweber if you want to check it out. I think they have a free trial on there. That's the one I use, and I can speak to the pretty much all. And I have looked at several of them, but that it holds your emails, and it also has forms that you can create so that people can enter their name and email address, and then it goes back. MailChimp is another one. iContact is another one. Infusionsoft is for the big dogs for making lots of money. There's lots of other functionality. Thank you so much for sharing this, you guys. I know that several of you have shared it, and I really appreciate that. The new function, you can also share on Facebook now, which is kind of cool. And we'll see whether or not Facebook actually chooses to put it in the news feed, because they've been a little stingy about putting Periscope related posts in the news feed. It's been pretty dramatic to see that, and I did see that. So I don't know. We'll see if they put it in the news feed. Okay, so let's give you one more little scenario for how this works. You can. I've put together you use WP conversion for download materials. Okay, I don't think I'm familiar with that. For downloadables, I think there are lots of different ways you can do it. Get response. Yep, I've never used get response. I don't know, but I do use Aweber. Okay, that must be new with the update. The Facebook share, yes, that is new with the update. And we're horizontal. Okay, so let's talk about this. This is where the horizontal update and Periscope and your email list all come together. You want to know how we put it all together? Do you? Because it's really cool. It's really fun. I could talk about it all day, but I won't. Okay, ready? So in my bio on Periscope, I have a link, and it is amandabentow.com/system. That's my freebie. It's a good one. It's a tutorial. It's a video tutorial. There's a PDF download in there that walks you step by step through the tutorial. And there is an Excel spreadsheet that you'll get that helps you format tweets. It's a system that walks you through exactly how to take your Periscope broadcasts that you do and you can put it on YouTube, you can transcribe it and put it all over the place, and how you can turn all of that into, yes, thank you so much, Patrick, turn all of that into social media posts across every network, across all your social media networks, and how you can even outsource that as well. So, at the beginning, we talked about this scenario where someone finds you out in social media, right? And they automate, and you've automated the process to bring in new customers. So now let's talk about this. You have your freemium set up, right? So, for example, mine is amandabentow.com/system. And I know that you're all on your other devices going there right now to download it so you can see what I'm talking about. And by the way, I also use lead pages to connect. That's the page that you'll see when you go to amandabentow.com/system. I've used lead pages to create that page. Okay, it looks pretty, it has all the functionality that it needs, it's really easy to create, you don't need to be a web guru to be able to create it. You go to that page and that syncs back to Aweber. So that's going to talk to Aweber and say, okay, all of these people are entering their names and email addresses, so Aweber, put them on your list, right? And then Aweber is going to say, thank you, now you got to confirm it, and then we'll send you some information. Okay, that's how the technology behind the scenes works. Okay, so I need to talk. Okay, we can talk about it. Let's set up a Skype. Okay, so you have that system, right? You have your freebie, and then you do a scope like this one. You provide valuable information and valuable content. Has this been valuable so far? Have you learned something new out of this? That's what you use WP conversion to do. Okay, like lead pages. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so you're getting value out of this. Okay, so then here's what I'm going to do. I just interviewed someone in the Philippines this morning who we can talk with about. Scopes are always valuable. Oh, thank you so much. Okay. So, interviewed someone in the Philippines this morning. She is going to start handling some of my social media stuff for the next few weeks, at least. Okay? I'm getting a cramp from taking notes. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Okay. So, we're going to take this, and the reason that I'm so excited about this being on Landscape is because I can easily record this broadcast and plop it up on YouTube. So, in the past, I've been doing this, like, pretty little border thing around it and whatever, which is cool. Virtual assistant, yes. No, not one of Chris Ducker's VAs. Sounds like a miss. Yeah, Ty, you're gonna have to go back. Go back to the beginning, dude. What made you outsource over US? Okay, I'll talk about it. YouTube look good now with scopes. VA and always curious. Okay, it comes down to price. It comes down to price. But, okay, let me answer that in a minute. Let me just finish this part. Okay, so I'll take this recorded scope, I'll put it on YouTube, and then she's going to use the process that I've just emailed you about if you went and downloaded that, and she's going to chop up my video and turn it into social media info, and that is going to drive more people back to my opt-in. And then that is where, and I'm not, if you go there right now, it doesn't lead you to a sale anywhere. At this point, I'm just providing information and a tutorial. And then I have some screen flows that are going to come, and just adding value at this point, because it's about building the email list with this one. Okay? So do you get it? Do you get it? Do you see how you can automate this stuff? Do you see how you can do one Periscope and then turn it into an automated system that like brings more and more people into you and developing a relationship with you and building your business and like automating your sales and just making life so much easier? Do you get it? Okay. Well, if you haven't already, then when you get done with this scope, you can do two things. get the update so that you're not watching me sideways or the comments. Just getting things set up, and that's why you're here. Okay? I need this. I know you do. I know, Amanda. We're gonna work on that. Okay, and then you're going to no $sign. One, get the Periscope update. Yes, and number two, go to amandabentow.com/system so that you can know what the heck I'm talking about and get the whole tutorial, step by step. Okay, I won't sing, I promise. That would be so bad. That would be so bad. Sometimes I like to start singing and then I quickly realize that's such a horrible idea. Yeah, no, don't encourage it. Don't encourage it. Okay, that's what I got for you. So what questions do you have? No, don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. Give me questions so that I get out of that. Don't sing. Don't sing. Don't sing. Questions. What questions do you have? Is the website AWeber? Go to amandabentow.com/AWeber with one B, AWEBER. And then, yes, amandabentow.com/system. And I thought my music was embarrassing. Mine's worse. Get up here so you can go to your website. Okay. Okay. How many VAs do you have? You know, I'm in a transition point. I'm in a transition at this point. I've tried different VAs, and I need to. I don't know. I don't want to say that right now. Where do you live? I live in North Dakota, and you're welcome for the scopes. So we're about to get cold up here. We have a little. Oh, it's your first time here. Thank you so much. How many emails follow the initial opt-in? 4 is best practice in about 7 to 10 days, which seems like a lot. Miami, nice. A different VA for different social media networks? No, you need to go download my guide. You need to go download that, and then I'll tell you how you can put that system together. I didn't know you used to live in Orlando. We didn't get that far. I did. Okay. Okay. Well, you'll see what you'll get it. If you don't, then email me back and ask questions. And I'm, at least at this point, I'm responding to all my emails. So if you get that guide and you have questions about it, then let me know. We'll check you out on AWeber. That site, amandabentow.com/AWeber, is just it'll just take you to the AWeber site, and so that you can see AWeber and get a trial of it. I'm not on there. That's just gives you a link to get there. Any other questions? Anybody got questions? Okay, I'm new to AWeber. Yeah, that's okay. You know, I'm thinking about, should I say this? Should I not say this? Should I say this? I'm thinking about doing a, you use MailChimp. Okay, I'm afraid that if I say this, then I'm gonna have to follow through with it. Okay, tell me if this would be valuable to you. I'm thinking about doing a training course where I'm going to walk you through setting up your freemium. So it would probably be figure out your brand, who you're talking to, right? What you're talking to them about. Set up your freemium, and then connect AWeber. Consider lead pages, whether or not it's right for you, and like putting the technology to it. Is that something that would be helpful for you? Is that a training that you would be interested in? Yes. I feel like it's a accountability. Yeah, accountability. I mean, this stuff needs to be set up. Like, I want, what is a free Weber? Nope, not free Weber, AWeber. Yeah, duh. So, AWeber. You'd help me if you need it, okay? Yeah, so and AWeber is No apologies, dude. Aweber is the system that connects or that houses your email addresses. So don't think, if you're new to this, don't think email address as in like, oh yeah, that's where I save my contacts. Like, yes, that's it. That's where I save my contacts, like in Gmail or things like that. That's different. That's like your address book, emails. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. Some of those people might choose to opt in, but the difference with your email list that I'm talking about, like something you'd house through Aweber or MailChimp or some of those things, is when should we start bugging you about the training? Cost worth it for me? Obviously, yes. Yeah, I mean, there's a monthly fee for it. I think it's like $19 a month for the first plan. But what is the quote? From Amy Porterfield, says it all the time, that the strength of your business is tied directly to the strength of your email list. Something like that. I've probably misquoted her, but it is. I mean, it's just foundational. And some people will get out there, and here's what I was doing before, right? Here's what I was doing before. I was building relationships with people one at a time, right? So I would message people and say, hey, how you doing? What's new in life? Do you think you'd be interested in this product I have? And it's, for a million reasons, it wasn't working for me. Not that it wasn't, I mean, my business was growing, and my business was, it was what allowed me to be home with my kids. It allowed me to replace at least my part-time income, and, but it was making me crazy. And I had all these people and all these messages to respond to, and I didn't have an automated system. I missed that comment repeat. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore at this point. Is it worth it? The Amy Porterfield one about the strength of your business, something about how the strength of your business is tied directly to the strength of your email list. Okay, so the cost to something like Aweber is, I mean, it's like foundational. It's like, think about a brick and mortar store. What kind of investment would you have if you were opening a store? And a lot of people, here's where I was going with this, a lot of people are out there doing that exact thing. They have this product that they want to sell, but then they put the product together and then they go out and try to sell it. Instead, you got to build your email list. Build your email list. Build your list of people who know you and like you and follow you, and you're able to help them. It's important that there's a good fit, like a good match between the two of you, and then you're able to go from there, because then you're going to be talking about and creating the right programs for them, the things that they need, because you already have that relationship. So $19 a month, I don't know, eat out less. Build your product around the list. Yeah. And Jeff Walker's book launch, how long have I used Aweber? Let's say a year and a half. I don't know. A year. I don't know. Okay. How about sell mobile campaigns instead of email? Too soon? Like texting? I don't know. I think, I don't know a lot about that. I feel like people are even more protective of their phone numbers than of their email. I think your experience that people ignore emails and yes to texting. Yeah, okay, I don't know. I think that people are more protective of their phone numbers, and I think you've got to prove your value first. And if your freemium is really good, then and they get to know you through that or through your other social media. That's why I love video. That's why I love Periscope. Like, you can get to know me now before you ever decide to opt into my email list. And if you think that what I have sucks and you don't really want to listen to me, then don't download my stuff. Do you get a read report list so you know how many are opening your emails? Yes, and it'll tell you how many people are clicking on your links as well. Also depends on the industry. Yeah, probably. That's probably true. and that relationship that they have with you. So so you can decide on, on Periscope if you like me or not, and want to, I think you're going to be more likely, I wonder, it'll be interesting to find out if someone knows the data on this or if they measure it, but people who follow you on Periscope and download your freemium from Periscope will do, if they're more likely to open your emails. I don't know. Okay, I gotta roll, yo. So thank you guys so much. Remember to go get your Periscope update, and you can do your broadcast sideways after you have a freemium set up and ready to roll. Okay?